So we'll continue the numerical. Now we are already done check for deflection. Now we are left with two checks, that is check for web buckling and web crippling. So let us start with it. So this is the formula which we used for check for web buckling from clause 8.7.3.1, and this is the formula, and this is how N1 is calculated. B1 is already given. So I will start with a check for buckling. So check for web buckling. So this is from, here it is, clause number 8.7.3.1. this is the formula which we are going to use. So I'll write it in a formula format. So check for web buckling is given by, so in the clause 8.7.3.1, page 67 of IS 800 2007. So I write the formula. So the buckling strength is given by FWP, which is, here we have, so here we have B1 plus N1 into TW into FC. I will do. So this is B1 plus N1 into TW into FC. So let us check. So we require lambda over here. So I will calculate lambda, which is nothing but 2.5 into D divided by TW. So it is 2.5 into H minus 2 times thickness of flange divided by thickness of web. 2.5 into 450 minus 2 times. So the section thickness of flange is 15.4 divided by 9.2. So let us see how much is lambda. So it is 113.91. So I will go to the table 9C and just compute and check how much is the design compressive stress. So this is given on page number 42. So this is page number 42, table number 9C. So we have got this about nothing but lambda. So lambda value we have got as 113.91. So we have here 110 and 112, and for 250 we have 94.6. So better I will take for 110 itself. So FCD is working out to be, FCD is working out to be 94.6. Actually you have to interpolate it. You please interpolate for the value of 1139.91 and then compute. I have taken it for 110. So this is taken from table 9C. Table 9C, page 42 of IS 800 2007. So we got the value of FC. So I will substitute it here. So FWB B1. Now B1 already they have given the wall thickness. I'll just show it to you. So they have given the wall thickness and we have taken it as bearing length. So I am assuming to be full bearing. So B1 is nothing but 230 plus N1. N1 is nothing but H by 2. So I will compute it here. So N1 is nothing but H by 2. So this is 450 by 2, that is 225. So 225 into thickness of web is 9.2 into 94.6. So let us see how much this works out to be. So this is working out to be 395.99 kilonewton. Now this should be greater than VU. So let us check how much is our VU. So here it is. So the design shear force is 124.5. That means we have, our section is capable of taking so much and it is greater than VU, hence it is safe. So next check is for web crippling. So as discussed, we already know what is web crippling. So as per clause number 8.7.4, this is the formula and this is given in the clause. So we will go ahead. So the last check is check for web crippling. So I would like to show it in the IS 800 itself. So once again it is on the same page, page number 67, and this is given by the formula. So FW is equal to B1 plus N2 into TW into FIW into gamma m naught. So this is the formula to check for the web crippling. So I will write the clause number as well. So this is from clause 8.7.4 page 67 of IS 800 2007. This is given by the formula. So the bearing strength is given by FW, which is equal to P1 plus N2 into TW into FYW divided by gamma m naught. Now in this we already know that what is P1, so we have to check what is N2. So B1 is 230, we already know. N2 has to be calculated, so N2 is with respect to the slope considered of 2.5, so this is 2.5 into thickness of flange plus root radius. So let us check. So we have already noted down the properties for the section. These are the properties. So let us substitute. So 2.5, thickness of flange is 15.4 plus R1 is 40. So let us compute this. So this is 73.5 mm. So let us substitute in the above formula. So FW is equal to B1 is 230 plus 73.5 into thickness of web is 9.2 into FYW is 250, gamma m naught is 1.10. So we are getting it as 634.5 kilonewton. Again, this is greater than VU, hence safe. Now, however, this section is safe in all the components. So we can write provide IS WB 450 at 79.4 kg per meter as the beam section. So this completes the numerical. So whatever the section we have chosen, it has not failed, and hence it is safe for this section, and it can be used for the given loading. So this completes the numerical. But remember, if at any point, if the criteria is failing, that is if you are getting the section is unsafe, then you have to go with revision of section. So this completes the numerical for today's. I will just like to revise. So in this numerical they have not given the section, so you have to choose a section. So there will be only a one change with respect to the previous numerical, that here you have to choose a section. So again load calculation remains the same, calculate maximum bending moment, maximum shear force, then compute using the formula MD beta B ZP Fi gamma m naught. Replace this MD with mu which you have calculated, so I have done it here, and calculate the section plastic modulus required. Once you get this, increase it by around 20 to 30%, so I increased it with 20%. Go to IS 800. For this ZP value, select any section. So I choose the section of ISWB 458 79.4 kg per meter. Noted down its section properties. Once noted down its section properties, I checked it for shear, I checked it for resistance, then I checked it for deflection, it has come safe. I checked it for web buckling, I checked it for web crippling. So in all the cases it has come to be safe, hence the section can be used. At any point of time, if you are getting a section unsafe, then please revise the section and start over once again. So this completes the numerical and as well as the module number 5, that is design of beams. Thank you lot. So stay home and be safe. So I request you all to prepare your notes for this and solve for the numerical. So assignment will be soon given. Thank you.